You wake up on a beautiful spring morning, ready for a walk with your best friend. But then you see it, a red, weeping, angry patch of skin, a hot spot that appeared overnight. I know exactly what you are feeling right now. Guilt, frustration, helplessness. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Stop blaming yourself. It is not about how much you love them. It is about biology, environment, and a hidden psychological trigger. In the medical world, we call this acute moist dermatitis. But a hot spot is never just a skin issue. It is a perfect storm of environmental shifts. Spring brings humidity, pollen, and parasites. When a single flea bites or pollen lands, your dog's immune system goes into overdrive. This triggers a massive stress response. We are talking about the HPA axis, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. Your dog isn't just itchy, they are stressed. Let's talk about the coat itself. That thick winter undercoat, if it is not properly removed in spring, it becomes a suffocating blanket. It traps moisture, heat, and dirt. This destroys the delicate balance of your dog's skin microbiome. Bacteria and yeast thrive in this damp dark. It is like a greenhouse for infections. An itch starts, and the disaster begins. Why do they lick and chew so aggressively? It is basic evolutionary psychology. Scratching a severe itch actually triggers a temporary dopamine release in the brain. It feels good for a fleeting second. But this self-trauma breaks the skin barrier. They are literally tearing their own defense. A tiny scratch becomes a massive lesion. In less than 12 hours, the pain is masked by the desperate need to soothe the immediate irritation. But here's the most critical mistake. You take your dog to the lake, or you give them a quick bath at home. You rub them with a towel and think, they are dry enough. No, they are not. You only dried the guard hairs. Deep down, next to the skin, the undercoat is acting like a wet sponge. You just created the ultimate incubator for acute moist dermatitis. When you ignore the early signs, the excessive head shaking, the damp fur, the slight odor of yeast, you push your dog into chronic stress. The constant itching causes an amygdala hijack. Their brain is constantly fighting a threat. They cannot sleep deeply. They cannot relax. You must stop viewing grooming as a luxury. In spring, grooming is preventative medicine. So what is the surgical intervention? First, professional and thorough de-shedding. We must remove that dead undercoat. By clearing out the dense, impacted fur, we restore therapeutic airflow to the skin. Oxygen is the enemy of anaerobic bacteria. A well-ventilated coat means dry skin. Dry skin means no hot spots. It is a simple biomechanical truth. Next, we execute strategic hygiene trims. We target the friction zones, the armpits, the groin, behind the ears, and the paw pads. A precise sanitary clip removes the hair that traps microscopic debris and moisture. I always say we cannot prevent what we cannot see. Shortening the fur in these critical zones allows us to monitor the skin's health daily. Now, your homework, the daily mind skill. Do not just pet your dog, examine them. Run your fingers backward against the grain. Feel for heat. Feel for dampness. Check for any unnatural bumps. Catching a hot spot in the first hour is a minor inconvenience. Catching it on day 3 is a painful, expensive medical crisis. Be vigilant. Be their protector. Spring should be a time of joy, not a time of suffering and steroids. By combining scientific grooming principles with your daily vigilance at home, we can break the hotspot cycle forever. Be proactive, not reactive. For more expert grooming protocols, visit PoochesHairStudio.com and Poochestips.com. See you in the next session.